Hello fun people, I'm Isaac Carlson, and today we're going to get to the bottom of why Ming's red panda was so big at the end of turning red. After her panda's spirit was unleashed, Mei's mother grew to be multiple stories tall and became capable of destroying an entire stadium with her bare paws. In the art of turning red, they even call her Mingzilla, since she pretty much became a red panda Godzilla. But why did she grow to this size, and could Mei get to this size as well? To be clear, Ming did not release a normal panda. What I think is important to realize is that when Mei's family transforms into red pandas, they do grow larger than their normal bodies, which means that as Mei grows up, her panda will continue to grow in size like the rest of her relatives. But when Ming attacked the Four Town concert, she was at another level. That's not the standard size of her panda.
I told you she was big!
That big? Baby!
You see, when the spirit of Ming's panda is released in the world and it is returned to the astral plane, it's not the size of Mingzilla. It's larger than the rest of her family's pandas, but it's not the full size she reaches. Mei and all of her other relatives' panda spirits were identically sized to their panda bodies when they transformed, which indicates those spirits are the size of their calm panda state. When they are under control of their pandas and their emotions, they become the size of their panda spirit. But Ming was in a fury when she transformed, which led to her becoming an unstoppable monster. You see, through the legend of Sun Yi, we discovered that the original purpose of becoming the red panda was to allow the women of Mei's family to serve and protect their community. The gods granted Sun Yi and her descendants the power to keep their family safe. While we got to witness Sun Yi in her ethereal panda form, along with ancient depictions of her being not much larger than Mei's own red panda, there were also images that showed her rising above entire armies. The heightened emotions that came from danger arriving in her village provided Sun Yi the strength to battle off whatever evil came her way. The descendants of Sun Yi were capable of having their red pandas grow in size to match the intensity of their emotions and the threats that came towards them. And originally, the red panda's powers would have evolved as well. According to The Art of Turning Red, which I'll leave linked down below if you'd like to get this book yourself, Mei would have been able to have fire erupt from her fur when she got angry. And if her rage would have continued, she would have received multiple tails and arms, razor sharp claws, more massive teeth, increased strength, and thick stylized fur. It seems Mei would have changed to kind of look like a traditional Chinese dragon with even more supernatural abilities. Sure, any strong emotion can release the panda, but what all of these varying sizes, powers, and evolutions of the panda show is that there are multiple panda states that can emerge. But so far, we've only ever seen Ming's largest and most destructive panda. I totally believe that there were times before Ming met Jin that she would transform into a smaller panda form like Mei did. But for the most part, Ming kept that side of herself dormant in an attempt to follow her mother's guidance, which would explain why Mei's father has only seen Ming in her gigantic state. While Jin thought Ming's panda was incredible, unfortunately, he explained that the only time he saw Ming's panda before turning red was when she was battling her mother about whether he was good enough for her. In an attempt to defend the love of her life and fight against the mother who had always tried to make her perfect, Ming grew to her massive panda state and began breaking down their family's temple, most likely in an attempt to destroy the traditions and expectations that were placed on her life. In a similar way to Sun Yi, Ming went to war for the people she loved, and she did that again during turning red. When Mei rejected Ming's advice to remove her panda and turned away from her to go to the Four Town concert, Ming had not only failed to keep her daughter close, but she had once again been unable to meet the expectations that were placed on her by her mother. The maternal rage that fueled her came about from a desire for her to control Mei and gain her own mother's approval. Ming wanted to prove she was a good mother by forcing Mei back into her perfect role. So in this heightened state of rejection, fear, and anger, she unleashed Mingzilla. But why didn't Mei's panda grow to be as big as her mother when they fought? Well, as Ming's daughter with the panda inside of her, I totally think under the right circumstances, Mei could become a giant like her mother. And there's even concept art in The Art of Turning Red that shows Mei and Ming facing off in Toronto at equal sizes, showing there was a time where Mei would have entered that Godzilla panda state. Sure, Ming embarrassed Mei and was acting out against her, but with Mei's friends around her, she never allowed her rage to control control her when she faced off against her mother. Mei was definitely upset, but her eyes never turned red like they had when she experienced raw anger in the past. Plus, while she fought with passion, Mei had already embraced who she was at the first Red Moon ceremony and had the benefit of not bottling up trauma beneath the surface for a few decades like her mother. Ming had spent her whole life feeling beat down and defeated, so in the few times where she allowed the beast inside of her to get out, she channeled the powers of her ancestor to reveal a massive, terrifying, war-ready red panda. Ming was letting loose years of uncontrollable emotions into the world, while Mei was using her powers to stop her mother's reign of terror, so that together they could find understanding and peace. But fun people, what do you think? Why do you believe Ming got so big? And what situation do you think would lead to Mei becoming Mingzilla? Let me know in the comments or over on our imaginative Discord server, which is linked down below. Consider subscribing for more magical discussions, and of course, thanks for watching and have a magical day.